Silence is one of the most underrated strengths a person can have, but in a world where everyone wants to be heard, where people feel the need to announce every thought, every move, every opinion, silence has become rare. We live in a time where people believe that if they don't talk about what they're doing, it must not be happening. But real power doesn't come from talking. It comes from doing. It comes from knowing when to speak and, more importantly, when to stay quiet. There's something about silence that makes people uncomfortable. They mistake it for weakness, for insecurity, for a lack of confidence. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Silence is a strategy. Silence is discipline. Silence is knowing that not everything needs to be shared, that not every move needs an announcement, that not every opinion deserves a response. When you learn how to control your words, you gain control over your life. The problem is people love noise. They love drama. They love attention, and so many fall into the trap of thinking they need to explain themselves to everyone, prove themselves to people who don't even matter, or respond to every piece of negativity that comes their way. But let me tell you something. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. The people who truly matter will see your progress without you having to say a word. And the ones who don't, well, they were never really paying attention anyway. There's a reason the most successful people in the world don't spend their time arguing online. They don't waste their energy proving themselves to people who are committed to misunderstanding them. They don't announce every step they take because they know that real success is built in silence. It's built in those quiet moments when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when no one even knows what's happening. That's where real growth happens. But some of you are letting the need for validation slow you down. You want people to see what you're doing. You want them to acknowledge your effort, and when they don't, you start to doubt yourself. But the truth is, their approval is not required for you to succeed. You don't need to broadcast your every move to prove you're making progress. The work will speak for itself when the time is right. Some things in life should be protected. Your plans, your growth, your dreams. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts, your emotions, your next move. Sometimes the best thing you can do is keep things to yourself, because the moment you start telling everyone what you're working on, you invite opinions, doubts, negativity, and distractions, and some of those voices will plant seeds of doubt in your mind before you even get started. Have you ever noticed that the people who talk the most usually accomplish the least? That's because they spend all their energy trying to convince people of their potential instead of actually doing the work. But when you move in silence, when you focus on execution instead of explanation, you free yourself from that trap. You stop worrying about who believes in you. You stop looking for applause. You just do the work, and when you do that consistently, the results will be so undeniable that you won't have to say a thing. See, when you master the art of silence, you become unpredictable. People don't know what you're up to. They can't interfere with your plans. They can't sabotage what they don't see coming, and that gives you an advantage. Because while they're busy talking, you're busy building. While they're distracted by noise, you're making progress in peace. Silence doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're afraid. It means you understand that words don't create success. Action does. It means you know that not every battle is worth fighting, that not every opinion deserves a response, that not every move needs an announcement. It means you trust yourself enough to know that what's meant for you will come, whether people see it coming or not.